Good morning, everybody. This week we are starting the wooden deck.
So while Tash is still painting the beam there, all the beam
10 years later.
10 years later, so it takes a lot of time because, as we said, it's very hard to paint the beam after you install them. So if you want to paint beam, think in advance, and even if you plan to close the roof, I would say paint the beam because you never know. You may want to keep the beam appearance, or
and you keep touching the white.
And you keep touching the white. I propose to paint the whole roof black, but now. So in the meantime, we are busy building the future extension, the deck, the sun deck as we call it. For now, it's a little name. And we're going back to square zero, exactly where we started for the container, which is with pilotis. But for pilotis, you need to do chairs, and for chair, you need wood. So here is the chair ready. A lot of things you haven't seen. So how to do a chair 101 with Rusty the dog. Rusty is not very cooperating, but... So, first thing is to know where your piloti is supposed to be at the end, more or less. So we calculated more or less the position. So this is where the pillar is going to be at the end, one of them, 3 meter, 4 meter. So once you have this position, you can start building your chair around this position, and you're going to use the chair after to make this position more accurate and level. To do the chair, it's a lot of pieces. The sticks which have been cut, like with a chainsaw like this to make them very sharp, dig very deep to make them very strong, and trying to make them like strong in the ground. That's it. And once you have the pillar, as you see in the previous video, long time ago, you need to make the level. So this time we use the laser. Wow, such an upgrade. We are in the future now. We use laser.
Thanks, Stacy.
Yeah, thanks, Stacy. So we use the laser to make a line everywhere. So we just mark a line on the stick. And once you have the line on the stick, you just go, take a planche, stick it, and you have your level. So now we have a level given by this planche, and that's it. Now we just have to pull strings between different poles and adjust the nail position to get the exact distance and right angle. And once we have the rope there, we're gonna have the exact center of a pillar, our level, and next phase is digging. We still have to figure out how we're gonna do the pillar because we're still not sure about the design. But digging for sure. There is no discussion about the design. You just go down. On this one, as you've seen on previous video, we made the concrete from the ground directly. So at the end, the leftover was flattened to dry the ground. We thought it would be better than mud, but now I have to dig through the concrete because one of the pillars is right inside there. So before digging, I actually need to break the concrete. So yeah, that's fun. You want to dig this? But this is concrete. You can't dig, Rusty. You can try. You can try to dig here, but you're gonna have a problem. Here? Dig here.
Ready? It's okay. So JB this morning put a layer of concrete down so that it's going to be very easy to measure. So our pillars this week are going to be a little bit easier than what we did for the container, because the container was holding a concrete floor, a container, and a roof. So this one is just going to be holding a wooden deck. So we're going to be putting the metal beams into the concrete instead of being on top with the metal plate. And yeah, we've never done this before, so it's going to be a good test on our accuracy skill. Another piece to the puzzle is a piece of rebar, and we're going to weld the rebar to the pillar, and then we're going to stick it on, so it's going to be super secure. But I don't actually know where the rebar has gone. Rebar. Okay, so this is how we've done it. We have taken rebar and we've welded rebar into all the different areas. So once it is full of concrete, it will have a ton of support or stability because it's not going to go anywhere because of the rebar.
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
1.5, 104.
Okay, so we are done
For phase 1.
for phase 1. So these guys are in now. You can see the rebar. And the next step is concrete. I think we're going to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, like sometimes it's physical, so because we're gonna have to mix manually.
Yeah,
So tomorrow. It is finally concrete time. So we're gonna use the very complicated formula of 1, 2, 3 to create our concrete mixture. So let's go fetch some sand, rocks, cement, and mix.
One bag of cement. We mix the sand and the concrete, and then we add the stone afterwards. Time to fill the hole. Eh?
Et voila! I don't know what size is this one.
It's a 4x4.
The size of length.
Oh, I'm so tired now. Concrete is exhausting. It's, I think, the worst part of construction. Go to sleep. Baby's on a mission.
No, I'm just slowly. Should be 390. I don't know, 380.
It feels like our lives at the moment. Chaos everywhere. Okay, time.
It's chaotic around here. Life on the construction site.
No, imagine when we moved here.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Another day. This morning we've been figuring out how to do a brick wall. It's one of the items that we haven't done yet on the construction site. We've done wood, we've done metal, we've done everything else besides brick. And what we want to do is create a brick wall boundary, so when it does become rain season, the rain isn't going to be coming underneath the deck and this whole area, because obviously the mud, we don't really want mud, hanging around. So yeah, we've basically been figuring out how to do that. We just kind of made a very basic line to make sure where we are going. We started digging, and we also have to take regular breaks because it's really hot and we don't want to get heat exhaustion. So yesterday we started feeling a little bit funky, and yeah, it's just working in this type of heat is intense. So one of the ways to get us going and ready and working is to pump some music, but because of YouTube we can't let you listen to the music we're listening to, so I'm just going to put you on a time lapse. We're going to start getting music going and we're going to get stuff done. Update on how we did this. We dug about 20 centimeters down. We use these like leftover rebar structures from our previous pillar. I mean, any bit of extra rebar inside your hole makes it a little bit extra strong. So we're like, we don't really want to throw it in a dump site, so we're just going to add it to the concrete. And then we've also got these rebars, so these are going to be fed through the holes of the brick. And what else do I need to tell you guys? Oh, and then we've added these little rebars at the bottom. You can see over there. And that is to determine where the height of the first layer of concrete is going to go. And yeah, because obviously that needs to be nice and straight. So when we put the bricks down, the first layer of bricks, it's good and strong. So yeah, that's I think everything that we did yesterday. Man, that is a killer. I think next project we're definitely getting a concrete mixer. What do you think of my first little bit? I'm kind of impressed with ourselves, to be honest. It's a good feeling to be able to do something like this. Research, figure it out, add some manual labor. It's a killer.
It is Saturday. We normally plan to finish the deck, or at least the structure, by this week, but as we change our plan in a way, which is we started to realize we're gonna need to build the wall, so we put on hold the deck to build the wall, and building the wall requires cement, so this extra time made that we are Saturday and that we haven't finished. So now today we need to lay the first brick wall, and once we're gonna have our first brick wall, we'll be able to finish the welding, because we won't need that access, and then we're gonna finish the wall later. So maybe next week the deck. So but that looks good, that looks good. Tashi is actually shoveling to prepare the mortier.
Good morning, everybody. So today we are going to finish the patio. Time to get some welding done. Yay! And yeah, everything's good on that side of the world, my love. Guys, so we finished the metal work. We're gonna go and now move all the Duroc onto the deck.
Yeah, because the wood is not ready, so we have a temporary solution to extend the deck and to be able to use it, but it's finished for now. The main structure after fixing wood will be probably the easy part. But it was more than a week work. It took us like almost 2 weeks plus the 3 months of thinking.
Okay, we managed to get all of the Duroc onto here. It would have been okay to carry them, it's just that we have to go like down the hill with it, and it's so heavy. And like my hands are sore. Anyway.